Well, we have spent the past holiday reflecting on things we are thankful for. In politics, can we do that too? While it may be easy to write off the political squabbling of the right and left as representative of the worst power struggles, I challenge those cynics and skeptics watching, perhaps even myself, to take a closer look with an open mind. So it's the question I posed to my guests this morning in our final segment. What are you thankful for in Kentucky politics? Trey, I'll let you go ahead and start.
As someone who has to fill, I've had to fill an hour and a half every week of a podcast, I'm thankful for idiots in politics, the content machines, people like Mayor Randall Weddle in London, Kentucky, George Santos, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, people who give us endless things to talk about and laugh about and be able to entertain ourselves as we do the podcast. I just, 2026, I hope that all those people just continue to do ridiculous, insane things so that we have content to focus on.
That's certainly a humorous way to look at it. Nat, what are you thankful for?
Well, I'm going to agree with Trey on that. I've definitely, it's good to live in interesting times to an extent, get some free entertainment, but I'm also thankful for like the simple things. And the everyday people who make politics less political, right? The everyday people who showed up at the Democratic Party's statewide food drives earlier this month and donated thousands of pounds of food, spent their own money, spent their own time volunteering because they didn't know if SNAP money was gonna go out. And that's why I'm in this business, right? So it's beautiful to see that you don't have to have a title, you don't have to have any money to make a difference in your community. You can just go out and volunteer, and I think it's beautiful that as Democrats we were able to bring more people into that, and probably put food on Thanksgiving tables based on the amount of food that was donated.
Well, I'll flesh this out a little bit more because I know so many people love to tune into this and hear my opinions about things. But as a political reporter who spends a lot of time between here in the studio or right outside at my desk or on the drive to Frankfort, there and back, I want to say that I'm actually grateful for that drive. It is one of the prettiest drives I've ever seen in my life, and it is one of the things that I look forward to in this job. But also, I'm thankful for the collegial aspect that many of our lawmakers share with each other, and that's something that we get to experience here on this show quite often whenever we bring in a Republican and a Democrat, and quite often in the commercial breaks there's a lot of open discussion. Sometimes the thing we're talking about may carry over into the commercial break, but we're always able to bring people who come from very different points of view on things, but they're very convicted in their beliefs that they hold, and they're able to come to some sort of common ground. At the end of the day, you see this in the hallways of the Capitol, and I'm going to miss that sort of aspect in a way because the Capitol grounds are just changing so much. But you see these friendships that come out, and you don't really see that in a way on the national level like you do in Kentucky's own state politics. And I'm sure that's something that you all have experienced in your time working in this, is just how friendly folks on either side of the aisle are with each other.
Listen, I've been working in politics for 20 years, and I can count on one hand, I don't even need all the fingers of the people that I've dealt with that I really think are in it for the wrong reasons. I may disagree with people, I may think that they're misguided, even stupid at times, but I don't doubt their sincerity for why they're doing it, and I think everybody understands that about each other. You can tell the phonies, like the ones that are in it, that are in it for the wrong reasons, and everybody knows it. Everybody can tell it inside that room, and they're usually ostracized and treated as such. But if you're in it, if you're there for the right reasons, regardless if you're agreed with or not, you're going to get treated well. Everybody's going to get along with you, and I think that speaks to our country in general.
Is there more you'd like to add to that?
Well, I was just thinking about beautiful drives that I've had the pleasure of driving myself this year. Going to Moorhead, I mean, especially this time of year, the beautiful mountains in eastern Kentucky, the autumn palettes, if you will. And I'm thankful that a lot of people that I meet in these places where they are not used to seeing maybe a party official of any variety, I'm very thankful that they're willing to talk to me, pretty much everyone is friendly, no matter how they feel about who's in the White House, right? That's one beautiful thing about Kentucky is no matter how county voted, you're going to go there and you're going to get your hats tipped to you, you're going to get hellos, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's incredible the things we see and just how much we can always sort of come together whenever we kind of come out and look for these things.